There are places on our planet that seem to exist outside of time, vast, untamed landscapes where the rhythm of life follows an ancient and unbroken beat. Africa is such a place. It is a continent of immense scale and profound silence. Here, the sun does not simply rise, it spills across the horizon like liquid gold, illuminating plains that stretch to the very edge of sight. The air itself feels different. It is heavy with the scent of red earth and dry grass. It carries the distant calls of creatures unseen. To stand here is to feel incredibly small, a fleeting presence in a world that has endured for millennia. The sheer grandeur of it all commands a quiet reverence. The land breathes. You can feel it in the gentle tremor of the ground as a distant herd moves across the savanna. You can see it in the slow, deliberate sway of acacia trees, their flat tops silhouetted against a sky of impossible blue. This is not an empty wilderness. It is a world teeming with life, much of it hidden from the casual observer. Every rock, every riverbed tells a story. The deep gorges carved by ancient rivers reveal the very bones of the earth, layer upon layer of history written in stone. It is a humbling experience to walk where the first humans walked, to witness a landscape that has changed so little since the dawn of our own species. In these immense spaces, stillness is a powerful force. Moments can stretch into what feels like an eternity. The world seems to hold its breath. A lone eagle circles high above, a dark speck in the vastness of the sky. The heat shimmers above the plains, creating mirages that dance and disappear. There is a profound sense of peace in these moments, a connection to something fundamental and primal. It is a reminder that our bustling modern world is but a recent and fragile invention. Here, the ancient rules of nature still hold sway, and survival depends on listening to the subtle language of the land itself. The journey into this world begins not with a map, but with a state of mind. It requires patience. It demands that one sheds the frantic pace of modern life and attunes oneself to a slower, more deliberate rhythm. The rewards are immeasurable. To see the world through the eyes of those who have always called this place home is to unlock a deeper understanding of our own humanity. It is an invitation to witness traditions and cultures that are as old as the hills they inhabit, a tapestry of human ingenuity and spiritual depth woven into the very fabric of this breathtaking continent. This is a journey into the heart of Africa, a world unseen by many, but one that continues to thrive. If you enjoyed this journey and want to explore more unseen wonders, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more breathtaking documentaries and stories from around the world. Deep within the continent's hidden valleys and remote highlands, human cultures have flourished in remarkable isolation. These are the first people, societies whose connection to the land is absolute and unbroken. Their lives are governed by the seasons, by the movement of animals, and by traditions passed down through countless generations. We journey to meet a tribe whose existence is so intertwined with the forest that they are often called its children. They move through the dense undergrowth with a silence and grace that is astonishing. Their knowledge of this green world is encyclopedic. Every plant has a name, a purpose, a story. They live in small, nomadic groups, building temporary homes from leaves and branches. Their material possessions are few, yet they possess a wealth of a different kind. It is a wealth of knowledge, of community, of spiritual connection. Their language is a complex tapestry of clicks and soft utterances, a form of communication that seems to mimic the very sounds of the forest around them. To hear them speak is to hear an echo from a distant past, a time when all of humanity lived in such close harmony with the natural world. Their faces, etched with the lines of experience and wisdom, hold a deep and peaceful gaze. We were invited to sit with them around a small, smokeless fire. There was no grand ceremony, no formal introduction. There was only a shared sense of presence, a quiet acceptance. They communicated through gestures and a few translated words, but their eyes spoke volumes. They shared stories of the forest spirits, of the great python who created the rivers, and of the trickster honey guide who leads both man and beast to sweet rewards. These were not mere fables. For them, these stories are as real and as vital as the air they breathe. They are the framework of their reality, the moral compass that guides their every action. Observing them, one is struck by their incredible efficiency and lack of waste. Every part of an animal is used. Every fallen fruit is gathered. They move across the land leaving almost no trace, a testament to a way of life that is truly sustainable. In their world, there is no separation between the sacred and the mundane. A hunt is a spiritual ritual. Foraging for roots is an act of communion with the earth. This profound integration of life and belief is something that much of the modern world has forgotten. It is a powerful reminder that there are other ways of being, other ways of understanding our place in the universe. Human cultures across the globe mark the transition from childhood to adulthood with ceremony. But here, in the secluded heartlands of Africa, these rites of passage can be truly extraordinary. We were privileged to witness a tradition that tests the very limits of human endurance. For the young men of one particular tribe, becoming a man involves a trial that is both terrifying and deeply symbolic. They must prove their courage, their discipline, and their ability to withstand immense pain. It is a spectacle that is difficult to watch, yet it is performed with a solemnity and purpose that is deeply moving. The ceremony begins at dawn. The young initiates, their bodies painted with white clay, are led to a sacred clearing. The air is thick with anticipation. The rhythmic chanting of the elders fills the air, a low resonant hum that seems to vibrate through the ground itself. The boys stand stoically, their faces betraying no emotion. They are about to face an ordeal that has been endured by their fathers and their fathers' fathers. It is a direct and visceral connection to their ancestry. This is not about cruelty, it is about forging an unbreakable bond with their community, and proving they are ready to protect it. The tradition involves a form of scarification. Using sharpened reeds, the elders meticulously carve intricate patterns onto the chests and backs of the young men. The patterns mimic the skin of the crocodile, an animal revered for its strength and resilience. The initiates must endure this process without flinching or crying out. To do so would bring shame upon themselves and their families. The pain is unimaginable, yet they remain silent, their eyes fixed on the horizon. It is a powerful display of willpower, a transformation that is as much psychological as it is physical. The scars they will carry for the rest of their lives are not marks of suffering, but badges of honor. When the ordeal is over, the new men are celebrated. They are no longer boys. They have faced their fears and emerged stronger. They have earned their place among the warriors and leaders of the tribe. This ritual, so bizarre and extreme to an outsider's eye, is the very bedrock of their social structure. It instills a sense of identity, of belonging, and of shared responsibility. It is a stark and powerful reminder that culture is a complex and multifaceted thing, and that what may seem strange or shocking to us can hold the deepest meaning for others. It commands not judgment, but a profound sense of respect for the diversity of human experience. In the West, our diets have become increasingly uniform. We rely on a small number of cultivated plants and domesticated animals, but in the remote corners of Africa, the definition of what is edible is far, far broader. The land provides a bounty that is as surprising as it is nutritious. For many tribes, insects are not pests to be eradicated, but a vital source of protein. We watched as women from one community skillfully harvested termites from a massive earthen mound. It was a delicate and practiced operation, a testament to their deep understanding of the natural world and its cycles. The termites are a seasonal delicacy. After the first heavy rains, the winged reproductives emerge in a massive swarm. The villagers were quickly capturing them in woven baskets. Later, around the fire, the insects are lightly roasted. Their taste is surprisingly pleasant, nutty, and rich. To turn down such an offer would be a grave insult. To share in this meal is to be accepted into their circle, to participate in a culinary tradition that is thousands of years old. It is an experience that challenges one's own preconceived notions of what constitutes food, opening the mind to a world of untapped resources. Another surprising staple we encountered was the mopane worm. These are not worms at all, but the large spiky caterpillars of the emperor moth. Found in abundance on the leaves of the mopane tree, they are a cornerstone of the local diet. The process of preparing them is methodical. The caterpillars are first squeezed to expel their gut contents, and then they are boiled in salty water or dried in the sun for preservation. When rehydrated and fried with onions and tomatoes, they have a firm texture and an earthy flavor, not unlike tea. For those accustomed to it, it is a comforting and nourishing food. But perhaps the most unusual food we witnessed being consumed was something far more fundamental: clay. In a certain region, pregnant women regularly eat a specific type of clay, rich in minerals. They believe it soothes the stomach and provides essential nutrients for their unborn child. The clay is dug from specific sacred pits and is sold in local markets in small, chalky lumps. This practice, known as geophagy, may seem bizarre, but it is a tradition rooted in a deep, instinctual knowledge of the body's needs. It is a powerful example of how cultures, through generations of trial and error, have learned to find sustenance and medicine in the very earth beneath their feet. The human story in Africa is set against a backdrop of breathtaking natural grandeur, a world still dominated by wild creatures. To journey here is to feel the constant thrilling presence of the animal kingdom. There is a moment, just before dusk, when the world changes. The heat of the day begins to fade and the air grows cool. A new cast of characters emerges. We were waiting by a waterhole, a place of truce where predator and prey come to quench their thirst. The silence was absolute, broken only by the chirping of insects. Then, we heard it. A low, resonant rumble that seemed to come from the ground itself. Out of the acacia scrub they came, a family of elephants, moving with a silent, deliberate grace that belies their immense size. The matriarch led the way, her great head held high, her tusks gleaming in the fading light. They approached the water's edge with caution, their trunks testing the air. There is an ancient wisdom in their eyes, a sense of deep time and long memory. To be in their presence is a profound privilege. It is to witness a society as complex and as caring as our own. They drank deeply, communicating in low rumbles, the young calves staying close to the safety of their mother's legs. The encounter filled us with a sense of awe, but also a quiet tension. This is a world where the rules are clear. We are visitors here, and we must be respectful. As night fell completely, the soundscape changed once more. The deep whooping call of a hyena echoed across the plain, a sound that sends a primal shiver down the spine. Somewhere in the darkness, a lion roared. It is not just a sound. You feel it in your chest, a visceral declaration of power and territory. It is a stark reminder that we are not at the top of the food chain here. Survival depends on vigilance and an acute awareness of one's surroundings. One morning we awoke to find the landscape transformed. A thick white mist had descended, blanketing everything in an ethereal silence. Visibility was reduced to just a few feet. Every sound was muffled. As we moved through this ghostly world, a shape began to emerge from the mist. It was a giraffe, its long neck and head floating impossibly above the fog bank, nibbling on the leaves of a tall tree. The animal seemed completely serene, a peaceful giant in a dreamscape. It was a moment of pure, unexpected magic, a perfect illustration of the mystery and wonder that this continent holds at every turn. To travel through these unseen parts of Africa is to be profoundly changed. It is a journey that strips away the certainties of the modern world and reveals a deeper, more ancient truth. The continent's enduring mystery lies not just in its vast, wild landscapes or its magnificent creatures, but in the resilience of its people. The tribal cultures we were so fortunate to encounter are not relics of a bygone era. They are vibrant, living societies, holding fast to traditions that have sustained them for millennia. They are a testament to the incredible diversity of the human spirit. Their worlds are woven from threads of belief, ritual, and a deep connection to the earth. The intricate body paint, the painful rites of passage, the unusual foods, these are not bizarre customs for the sake of being different. They are the essential elements of a worldview that is holistic and complete. They provide identity, structure, and meaning in a world that can be both bountiful and harsh. To witness these traditions is to be reminded that our own way of life is just one of many possibilities, one of countless ways to be human on this planet. It fosters a sense of humility and a deep respect for cultural wisdom. The challenges these cultures face are immense. The pressures of the modern world are encroaching from all sides. Yet, in their quiet determination, there is a powerful strength. The elders continue to pass their knowledge to the young. The stories are still told around the fire. The ceremonies are still performed with solemn reverence. This continuity is a fragile but beautiful thing. It is an unbroken thread stretching back to the very dawn of our species, a living library of human experience that holds invaluable lessons for all of us, if only we are willing to listen. Ultimately, Africa leaves an indelible mark on the soul. It is a land of stark contrasts, of breathtaking beauty and formidable danger, of profound silence and vibrant life, of ancient traditions and an uncertain future. To have glimpsed even a small part of its unseen heart is to carry away a sense of wonder that never fades. It is to understand that there are still places in our world where magic is real, where the earth breathes, and where the human story continues to unfold in its most ancient and elemental form. It is a powerful reminder of what we all stand to lose, and what we must strive to protect.